Was Senator Roy Blunt arrested on Inauguration Day? See, there's this video going around that really looks like he was being taken into custody. So let's watch it and decide whether or not this is real. What is the truth? I know it's a little pixely, but as you can see, he's coming out, hands behind his back. Who walks with their hands behind their back? Almost being escorted by this lady right here, and maybe possibly a U.S. Marshal. Let's take a little closer look here. And as you can see, she has her arm around him. He's got his arms around his back. Sure looks like he's cuffed, right? And this has gone around. People are like, oh, people are secretly arresting Roy Blunt, right? Been secretly arrested, caught on TV. And I can just tell. Look at his eyes. Look at her eyes. His eyes tell the tale. He's like, I've been caught. And she's like, where's the car? I'm taking him in, right? Even this, the lady walking behind is looking down where the cuffs are. We could stop right there, right? Totally. He's been arrested. But I decided to dig a little deeper and make sure. I read through some comments. People say that this lady right here is his wife. Okay. So let's take a look and see what his wife looks like. Now this is Roy Blunt and his wife here. Here's a few pictures. Just kind of take a reading. The thing about her, she has very unique eyes. And she does, she has smile lines, little squinty lines around the eyes, right? And that's the main thing that you'll notice about here is this lady looks much younger, looks very similar, but she's got those eyes. But here's the thing, if I knew I was going to be in front of millions of people, I might get a little, some of that cream that tightens your face, you know what I'm saying? And so let's just look through the sequence so you can see what's really happening here. This is right after the inauguration. They come out onto the steps and do that thing where they say goodbye to the vice president. And you notice all the buttons here on her coat. Here, button missing. So something's going on. Some people are like, well, she got pulled out, replaced, with a U.S. Marshal that looks like her. And, wanted to see if that idea held water. But here's the thing. In between this here, where they come out to the steps, they did this giving of the picture to Joe Biden. So she had to take it off. She changed her shoes. And that's why you see the differences, right? When she put her coat back on, missed a button. She's not wearing her boots and missing the button. Sure, it's his wife. And why does he have his hands behind his back then? Well, Scrooge McDuck, when he was thinking or worrying, he would walk with his hands behind his back in his little worry room. Try to say that 10 times fast. Worry room, worry room, worry room. But here's the thing. Even though he wasn't arrested on Inauguration Day, which just think about it, that's weird. To be in cuffs around all those people being escorted out sort of secretly with cuffs on, it just doesn't make any sense. Even though it looks very convincing if you just watch that one little segment. But this is what we got to be. We got to be not manipulated by what one person or idea says. We need to be thinking and analyzing. And that's where we seek to find the truth, right? That's what we're all about here at the Truth Crossing. So what I wanted to show here was just because he didn't get arrested doesn't mean he's not a scumbag, right? So I want to share this with you. I don't know Senator Blunt, but I know someone who knows a lot about, well, I don't know him. I just hear from him. And this is Scott McKay. And Scott McKay was reading from this article, and he was talking about the Khazarian Mafia, which I don't know a lot about, but the Mafia, they run the things. They run things through people, right? They pay them off, they blackmail them. And then they run through the people the things they want to get done, right? That's the Mafia. Well, the Khazarian Mafia, they are like the mafia behind the mafia. They're the ones pulling the worldwide strings on all of these things. And so this guy here, Benjamin Fulford, Scott McKay, is kind of reading through an article and saying things he agrees with in the article. And he came to this one part here where it's talking about how the Khazarian Mafia runs things. And so he's going to read this part here, and then he's going to insert some names. Okay, so I'll have this. Let me zoom in here. I'll have this open while he's reading it. And I'll put the link down below if you want to check this out. It's kind of far out there stuff, but who knows? You gotta research it, see both sides, and find the truth in it all. So is Senator Roy Blunt a scumbag? Here's what Scott McKay has to say.
This group puts together big long-term plans such as a war on terror, and a COVID-19 pandemic to herd the sheeple with. They then distribute currency created out of thin air to their henchmen to bribe politicians, what do I always say, media figures, etc., to impose their plans and carry out insider trading based on these plans, which, as we know, you have Kelly Loeffler, you have Roy Blunt, and whatever these other three scumbags, there's 2 to 3 other scumbags who made a ton of money off their big pharma stocks when they learned ahead of time about COVID-19 insider trading. That's how they all get rich, because they're scumbags. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before, but I don't want to let that get by without people realizing that they are scumbags. The insider trading of airline stocks prior to 9/11, good example, same thing. Isn't it amazing how it's always just a coincidence? They never go to jail.
There it is. Did Senator Blunt get arrested? Probably not on Inauguration Day. Maybe in the future. We'll see what happens. Is he a scumbag? Scott McKay thinks so. I don't know. I haven't researched him enough. Drop in the comments what you think, and I will catch you next time here at the Truth Crossing. It's Jeremiah. Chat soon.